Hi again. In this video, I'm going to teach you how to troubleshoot and diagnose any motherboard quickly and fastly without wasting time. If you want to fix your motherboards easily, stay tuned because this video will help you a lot. But please don't forget to subscribe, share and like the video. Please, because your likes really motivate me to create more videos for you. And for anyone who want to accelerate learning, you can join me in my Patreon page and I can be your mentor. All links in the description. And welcome to your comments and questions. I always do my best to answer all comments. So let's get started. So right now I'm going to teach you how to troubleshoot and diagnose a motherboard correctly and quickly fix the problem. So always guys, when you get any motherboard, please do not ignore the visual inspection. Always try to visually inspect the whole motherboard because using your eyes you can spot the problem, because above 50% of motherboards you can spot the problem just using the visual inspection. You can find, for example, a missing capacitor or a burned IC or MOSFET. So please always use the visual inspection. Then the second step, please, is to locate the DC jack. Okay, always locate the DC jack. So for beginners, how you can know the DC jack? As you can see here, do you see we have here DCN? Do you see we have the DCN? Means here, means you should focus in this circuit here, in this side, and also in the other side here, also in this side, because this is the DC jack. We have here another motherboard. So here you see we have power. This is for training. Okay, so here we have power, means here we have the DCN, and always focus on this circuit. As you can see here we have the SIO or the super IO. This IC basically is the IC that controls the power in the whole motherboard. Okay, so this side and this side, always focus in the side of the DC jack. Let's see another motherboard just to understand, just guys to understand. Do you see here? Please, do you see? We have here jack. Always, so always locate the jack over here. And we have this side also. So basically for this motherboard, this is a donor board. I fix another motherboard. I find in the other motherboard that the switch, the input switch, is the bad one. That's why I use this just a donor board. So let's use the multimeter and go step by step in order to understand how to diagnose the motherboard. So please, here we have the DC jack. So after the DC jack, you can find usually inductors, like those inductors here. Do you see we have PL708, PL707, these two inductors. So these inductors basically are the bridge between the DC jack and the whole motherboard. Here you will find 19 volt, 19 volt, 19 volt, 19 volt in both sides. If any of this inductor is failed, okay, if any of this is failed, the board will be a dead motherboard. So please always check this inductors. How can we check these inductors? Of course, using the multimeter, and of course you should get a beep while testing these two inductors. The first one, the second one, means these two inductors are good. And if you insert the adapter, you have to find here 19 volt in both sides. Okay, then after this inductor, you see we have a connection between these two inductors and this switch here. You see guys, we have a connection, the same path, means also this switch here is the switch that let the 19 volt to pass to other side. The same, exactly the same as this one here, as this one that I remove in this board. The same as this one. Of course, to check whether this MOSFET, so let's zoom a little bit. Here we have this MOSFET. To check if this MOSFET is good or not, you can just locate the drain and source. So here we have this white mark, means these 3 pins are source, and over here we have drain. We can even check, do you see? These 3 pins are connected together. 3 pins connected together, and here for drain you're gonna find 4 pins, as you can see, connected together. This is for beginner. So to test this MOSFET, basically just you can put one probe here in the source, as you can see, and the other probe in the gate. You have to get a reading in the multimeter. Okay, please pay attention. For this board you can find sometimes for some boards 2 switches in the input, do you see? So let's repeat a little bit for beginners. So we have here from the DC jack, do you see here with the pin here? From the DC jack, the 19 volt will goes directly to these 2 inductors, and then will be out here, and then goes to this switch. Okay, now we follow the voltage, go to the switch, and then after this switch we will get here 19 volt in the other side. So this side here is connected to this side here of the second switch, do you see? So this switch, the source of the switch is connected with the source of the switch, as you can see, and then the 19 volt will also pass through the switch, and then we will find it here in the drain. But let's check if this MOSFET is good or not. This is a good MOSFET. If you get a continuity like this, means the MOSFET is bad. Okay guys, so then as you can see here, the drain of this MOSFET is connected to this resistor PR301. This is current sense resistor. Do you see here? If we put one probe here and the other here, we have a continuity. So this is current sense resistor, and this is one of the main important component in motherboard. Why? Because from this point here, okay, so to test this one, always you're gonna find here, as you can see, you're gonna find a very low resistance. We can even test it by checking the ohm here in the multimeter here. Let's check. We can find about 2 ohm or 1 ohm. You see, 2 ohm, 1.5, 1.3. Okay, so this is a very low resistance. This is just a shunt resistor. We called it current sense resistor, and the purpose of this resistor is to measure the current consumed by the whole motherboard. So this resistor measure the current consumed by the whole motherboard, and of course always this is connected with the charge IC. So please remember, from this current sense resistor the voltage will be distributed to all circuits in the motherboard, and I can even prove to you. So let's zoom out a little bit in order to see the whole motherboard. So you see here we have the current sense resistor. So if we check the continuity between this current sense resistor, okay, and all circuits in the motherboard, we have to get a continuity. So let's check, for example. So let's make it like this in order to see the motherboard. Here we have the current sense resistor, guys. Okay, so I will put one probe here in the current sense resistor. Okay, so one probe here in the current sense resistor. Okay, and let's zoom out a little bit, and then go to all circuits. Let's begin with this circuit, the RAM circuit. Always the current sense resistor here will be connected to a ceramic capacitors in the circuit. So those ceramic capacitors are in the output. Okay, so this is the input. Let's check. Do you see? We have a direct connection. Do you see, guys? A direct connection here to this capacitor, as you can see. Always also we have here the path. Do you see? If we check this circuit also, so the current sense resistor will be connected to this pad over here. Do you see, guys? And to this capacitor, because this is filtering capacitors. Any circuit, let's check this circuit also. We have here another circuit. Do you see? Always when you find inductor means you have a circuit. So let's check. Let's zoom in a little bit. Here we have the circuit. Do you see? So here we have the current sense resistor direct connected let's check if it's connected to the circuit. So where is the input? The input of the circuit is in this side. Why? Because we have, as you can see, two MOSFETs or capacitors. We have this inductor. Always when you find inductor, the inductor are same as the pad. Let's check. Do you see? Connection. So guys, please remember that the current sense resistor is the interface or the bridge, okay, the bridge between the input circuit and the other circuits in the motherboard. So this is here we have 19 volt pass through this inductor. You see the path? Pass through this switch, then pass through this switch, then goes to this, then here, then distributed to all circuit in the motherboard. So this is easy, guys. You can troubleshoot here easy. Do you see? I can even draw a schematic for you. Let's draw it right now based on this path. So we have the DC jack here, DC in. After the DC in here, we have two inductors. So we have the first inductor, okay, and over here we have the second inductor. So in parallel, okay, first inductor, second inductor. After the two inductors, we have two MOSFETs. Here we have drain, so we have the first MOSFET Q1. Here we have drain. Here we have source and the gate. So this MOSFET is connected to the drain or to the source of the second MOSFET. So we have another MOSFET Q2. Here we have the source, and over here we have the drain. We have, of course, here gate. So then the MOSFET here is connected to the current sense resistor. So here we have the current sense resistor. So its reference in the motherboard is PR301. So PR301. Okay. So from this current sense resistor, the voltage, okay, will be distributed to all circuit in the motherboard, including RAM circuit, CPU circuit, okay, 3 volt, 5 volt circuit, and other circuit like for chipsets, okay, for GFX, VCC, okay, etc. This is, guys, exactly what we have in the motherboard. So I hope that you understand a little bit how to troubleshoot the motherboard, especially the charge circuit, because the charge circuit is the most important circuit in every motherboard, because this is the input, okay? This is the input. The second circuit basically is 3 volt, 5 volt. So guys, please don't forget to subscribe, share, and like the video, please, because your likes really motivate me to create more videos for you. And for anyone who wants to join me in my Patreon page, you are very welcome. You will find 3 membership. Of course, the 3rd membership is the top membership, where I can be your mentor and be in contact with you via my number, via WhatsApp, and help you fix any issue, electronic issue you have. And of course, don't forget to put a comment or a question. You are very welcome, or just to express your love. Always I do my best to answer or comment. Thank you very much, and see you in the next video.